What up? This is on the sick one. This is Sobriety. I'm here with my friend Vanessa. We're gonna get first ever official interview on this channel. Let's just get straight into it.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
I'm gonna give you the first question. This is what was life like for you before drugs entered the picture?
Man, it sucked. I'll be real honest. My mom had five females, and I'm the oldest,
Damn.
and domestic violence, sexual abuse, hopping from place to place, avoiding CPS, hiding from CPS.
Wow.
Um, my mom would run away from like abusive boyfriends and stuff like that. So it was pretty vicious. You know what I mean? I would see them active, but I did not know that's what it was. So it sucked. I'm not gonna lie. There's like a couple of spare moments that were awesome, but other than that, like I just remember growing up real corrupted.
I know that's just
Yeah,
how it is. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All right. So let's talk about how did you start using? What was like? Paint this picture for us.
All right, I'm gonna be real
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Let's
Look,
do it.
I was 12 years old, right? And I moved from Chula Vista, literally down the street here.
Oh,
I
snap.
grew up right here, right here.
Nice. All right.
And we moved down to Escondido and stuff like that, and we had a condo and everything. And I just started. These little kids would come over and invite. And they would give me beer. Like a
Yeah.
10-year-old invited me to drink
Okay, I
some
was gonna ask
beer.
you what
He
age
was
group.
10.
Okay.
You know, would come sneak through my window, pass it to me, da 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 da. We would go and kick
Yeah.
it, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was just super vicious, right? Like I'm gonna be real, right? Like they would touch me and stuff like that and everything like that. So as I grew up, like I've always been sexually abused. To me, it was normal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I started drinking, right? When I started smoking dope, man, I ran away from here, went back over there. And I remember I was on the run and I was staying with my man at the time. And we were into a function and we were drinking, we were drinking whatever. And I had a little homie and I was 15 at the time and
Okay.
he was 13 at the time. So we're talking about youngsters coming to me, right?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Vane. He's like, hey, stay up with me. I'm like, I can't, bro. I'm fucking faded. I'm tired. Like the function's over.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sleep. He's like, oh, I got something who can hook you up.
Oh.
I'm like, okay. He's like, here, hit it. And I hit it and phew, that was it.
That was it.
It
Yeah,
caught me.
that's
It
how
caught me
happens,
real
yeah.
quick.
How old were you again? 15? You
Yeah,
started?
I was 15. I was young. And a 13-year-old was the one that shot it to me.
That's crazy. We
Wild.
start young.
Young.
Young as hell.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next question here.
Yeah.
All right, so we started. We said that when you first start using. All right. Let's see what was going on in your life. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
What did drugs give you in the beginning that you felt you were missing?
I felt free. There was freedom. I was on the run, so I was free, obviously.
Oh man.
But like it felt like it was like a different high, the tinglies up here.
Yeah, of course.
It made everything like my situation. It made it legit. It fit in, right? There's avoidance in my life, in my heart, where I was just trying to fit in and escape the sexual abuse,
Yeah.
escape the domestic violence, escape the CPS, even though it happened years ago.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm still trying to escape it.
It was still fresh in your mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The traumatizing events, you know what I mean? That's what it made me feel part of.
Mm-hmm.
And it made every decision that I have made valid.
Right.
Right. I'm on the run. I'm a youngster. My mom kicked me out. My probation officer trying to look for me. I'm not trying to go back to juvie. I got a messed up ass boyfriend, but it fits in because I'm getting high.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Running amok here and here. Like it fit in.
Yeah. That makes sense. So, were you able to realize when it became like an actual problem? When you're like, oh, I think I'm an addict.
I think I'm an addict.
Yeah.
You know what? I never believed I was an addict until like I think I took my little ass to rehab. I went to an anexo despertar right there on National, right? And I was like, damn, I need some help. But only because all the doors were closed. Like
Right.
family doors were
Okay.
closing, right? And when I started to lose a lot of stuff, I was already on the street. But when I say lose stuff, I mean like my backpack and like, you know what I mean? Like, so when I took myself to rehab, I was like, man, soy adicta, la neta.
Yeah.
I'm an addict and I like to abuse, and yeah, that's when I realized, like, oh shoot, I got a problem. And when my body would like cringe, and my thought would race, like, bam, 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 dope, dope,
Yeah.
dope, 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 dope. Like, wait,
I
what
know
in the
that feeling.
wilderness? It
I
was
know that feeling.
weird, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It just sparked.
So women in rehab is like, I don't know if it's rare maybe because times I've been to rehab, I've seen maybe three.
Crickets. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, like the women's room was always empty.
Yeah.
So was it like that at your Annexo where it was just you? You were the only woman there, and like how was it
That's a
like being
great
around a bunch of
question.
dudes coming from the background that you come from?
That's a great question. I never really thought about that. But the next one that I was at, the first one, right? Because I've been to many, but the first one, like the room, there's only like two bunk beds, so there's four women because
Mm.
it's way
It's
much more
small, right? Yeah,
smaller.
yeah, yeah.
The beds would be full. So my journey during those 2 months that I was there,
Mhm.
they were with active females, and they were really trying to
Oh,
put in work. I can say at least one of them is still sober.
damn.
Still sober. I was 19 then. I'm 31
So
now.
you got exposed to it young.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, super
okay.
right. So like it was nice because I was a baby. So
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
my thought process was like, oh, so la chiquita la bebé, you know what I mean? Take care of me, give me my milk type stuff, you know what I mean? It was true because they would give me my
Yeah,
milk,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So it was a good experience. There was like no envy, no none of this, no like, oh, like you're lame, you're this, like nah, like the women were trying to get sober there, you know.
Yeah,
And with the men, it was like, man, just stay away,
yeah, yeah.
stay away, whatever. I did meet my baby daddy there though, for
Oh,
sure,
okay.
right? So that I was exposed to that. But yeah, it was pretty much, it was a cool experience. I got to meet a lot of cool people. Um, People that I probably wanted to get high with, but we're trying to be sober now. So that's how
Yeah,
my
no,
experience was.
no, I know that's what happens. But sometimes you meet people that it's just like you never expect to cross paths with them. That's just
Exactly.
how it is. How it went with my Annexos too. I've just
Yeah.
like even up to now, I'm still like friends with them, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
dude. In any other lifeline, I would never meet these people. I would never be
Exactly.
around these type of guys before, and
Yeah.
it's a trip.
It
Um,
is.
so when you went to rehab, like you knew you were ready, or was it just somewhere you needed to go to?
It was
You know what I
somewhere
mean?
I
Like you
needed.
needed a roof over your head, or were you really wanted to be there?
So it was something that I needed. I needed a roof over my head, like
Mm.
the first annexo. Like as a juvenile. Sorry, I was in juvie. You know what I mean? And then I went to McAllister, did GRF. So that was stuff that I needed to do. But as like getting off probation and stuff like that, I was like, oh shoot, like I need somewhere to take a shower. I need somewhere to lay my head down. Oh, my man got locked up. Okay, let me go to rehab. You know what I mean? Try to be a
Yeah.
good girl. You know. So like it was episode and episode and episode. It wasn't until like I hit 2020, like this, like I was clean, kind of had my kid and da 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 da,
Mhm.
and then like I relapsed, and like when I really needed somewhere to go, where I was like, okay, I need to change my mind, my lifestyle, my behaviors.
Yeah.
It was when they were trying to take my son away.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
when they were like, oh, what's up? We want full custody. I was like, whoa, that's scary. You know what I
I
mean?
can't even imagine what that
Yeah, it
must
was
feel like. That's
scary.
a trip.
It was scary.
Oh man, it sucks. So how was it like when you're inside the rehab,
Hmm.
getting to know yourself?
Yeah,
What I've seen was a lot of people get scared of themselves.
yeah.
Did you have that feeling?
So this is a great question, and this question I'm gonna like redirect it to when I actually thought I needed help, right?
Okay.
So when I from 2020, um, yeah, I mean, I was super scared of who I was because I'm off the dope, I'm off the drugs, I'm off the sex, I'm off the street, I'm off the lovey-dovey shit with men,
Hmm.
right? And I'm actually dealing with real life situations.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the program I was at, it was with me and my kid, and I gotta start being financially supportive of our family, of my kid. I gotta find a job. So and then I'm going through all these things, but I'm going through withdrawals at the same time, right? So I started to think, okay, mental health. I want to hit myself, bite myself, pull my hair.
Yeah.
Like I can't manage my life, obviously, right?
Hmm.
My emotions,
That was it. That was
my
it.
emotions. What in the
That has
wilderness?
everything to do
Like,
with it.
yeah, people are like do this and do that, do this and do that. Okay, cool. You're telling me how to do it, but how do I do it when I'm frustrated,
Hmm.
full of anxiety? And not just that, but I can't even identify them with terms. I don't
Right.
even know what they are. They're just
Right.
bam, 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 bam. So yeah, oh, yeah, I was scared. It was tough.
I
I threw
bet.
a lot of tantrums.
Hmm.
I broke a lot of picture frames.
Oh shit.
I the program I went to was a 1 year long program,
Mm.
right? So there was classes I had to do, Bible studies, homework, and all these things. So like see a case manager, and I was not forced, but I was pinned by my life decisions to have to go to the Bible study so I don't get kicked out.
Yeah,
I got nowhere to
you got
go.
to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you know. So when I started doing that and real life stuff started to pour into me,
Mm-hmm.
so like instead of like, okay, I'm going through a breakup, my life is over, fuck this shit, right? It's more like, okay, my life is over, but I still have to go to this program, I still gotta go to class. And I go and I sit, and they're not passing around a pipe, but they're passing around the Bible. They're passing around stuff that's gonna like penetrate my heart and I can relate to.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, and like me siento, you know, and I
Yeah.
could relatable people, relatable situations, relatable testimonies, relatable stories.
Right.
That's what helped me.
Yeah, because you're around people that have the same backgrounds, right? I know in the Nexus they like to say it's like the same movie, just different characters, you know?
Pretty much.
Right? I
Pretty
know. So you're talking
much.
about the Bible study stuff too. When I went to the Salvation Army rehab, it's
Mhm.
it's very religious. They
Yeah.
have Bible studies.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's the only classes I skipped. That's the only class because I knew it was
Yeah.
going to hit me where it hurts,
Mm.
and it was something I didn't want. And I wasn't ready at that time. I just
Yeah.
wasn't ready for any type of religious stuff. I didn't have no beliefs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I didn't want that. And
For me, like it was, I've tried it all.
mm,
I tried men, I tried rehab, I tried dope, I tried whiskey, I tried leaving my son, I tried getting back. Like I was looking, I needed help.
right.
You know, so when they hit me with this religious stuff, you know, with this relationship with Christ stuff, and it fit and it made me soft and it made me cry and it made me like
Mm.
reflect, but actually like reflect though with like positivity,
Right.
not like, oh, you're a bad fucking person, more like, oh, you're a bad fucking person, but there is change.
Right.
That hit me hard.
I bet.
That's what really wanted me to like really encouraged me to change my life.
Mhm.
And I started practicing it. That
Yeah.
part was hard too. Like, what you mean I can't get down with her? She just spit in my face.
Yeah.
You mean I gotta
Oh,
like
are you
sit here
kidding
and
me?
pray for her? Like, whoa.
I think that's one of the hardest things to do for people is not react.
Yeah.
Because for most of the people that I'm 'cause me, like I'm non-confrontational. So if somebody yells at me, says something to me, I'm just like whatever. But then there's people on the other hand where if you yell at them, say something stupid to them, they react right away. And
Yeah.
I've noticed that some people would rather just fight instead of calm down and reflect and do what they gotta do to like stay sober. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It trips me out. People lose control. And
Yeah,
I think that's what it's about.
that's also like a tool that some people have to their advantage, which is awesome. And then there's like me who I have to learn that tool
Yeah, exactly.
and practice that tool because it does go a long way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I never knew how to stop, whatever, let it go. It's more like, okay, react.
Yeah.
React. And like not just to get down, but like react like, oh, my mom yelled at me, oh, pues tú también, pinche puta. Da, 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 da. You know?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she cussed me out. Oh, okay, whatever. You know, it's
Yeah.
okay. You know what I mean?
So I know one of the lessons they taught us in the anexo was te sentaras, te callas y escuchas. How hard is that, really? You know what I mean? Like it's so hard for people
Las
to do that.
nalgas huelen, güey.
Hell yeah.
On some real shit.
That's-
Like, las nalgas sí te
yeah.
van a doler.
Yeah, big time.
Y más con la terapia.
Yeah. Were you in there doing
Right.
guacamole con el culo too?
100. You know how many chalecos I had?
You're just
Tablas,
putting them
tablas.
on. Yeah.
Ooh, you know,
It
it
gets
was
bad in there.
hard. It gets hard. But once you start sitting, because like in an exo, like it's like the first seat,
Yeah.
man, you blasted right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the first one, you this.
Yeah.
But when you start seeing yourself going from that chair to that chair to that chair, this chair, this chair, this chair, and you're primero or primera,
Oh, yeah.
like you're like, oh snap, I went through those chairs, and you start to like think, oh man, like I went through that, through that, through that. In those little chairs, you know, and I'm able to manage. Ya al último, las nalgas no duelen, you know.
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
after you're good, after
it's
you're
okay,
like,
hey,
you're good.
siéntate, güey. It's okay, 2 hours, I'm straight, you
Yeah.
know.
So, if you could give 15-year-old Vanessa a piece of advice, what would you tell her?
I would tell her that I love her. I would hold her, caress her, and let her know that there is a purpose for all that pain. There is a purpose for all the commotion,
Yeah.
and that and that God loves her.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's very positive.
It's so
It
true.
would be nice to know what we know now back then, huh?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It'll all be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real. All right, so we'll wrap it up right there.
Okay, yeah,
that was
cool.
cool. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks again to Vanessa for showing up.